Anti-Society, welcome back to the Anti-Social Planet. Today we are checking out some more Tower of God, and we have started this pre-Hell Train game that is some form of rugby. It seems to have taken some rules or basic mechanics from rugby. I don't know anything about that. Honestly, the closest I got to anything involving rugby was that I had a friend in high school who played it. That's it. But we just talked about Studio Ghibli, so I really don't have any context for sports. But we had Bam winning the beginning, getting this crazy ball and seeming to do okay. But now we have Yura, who is playing some mind games, mentioning Rachel, talking about other information that seems very pointedly chosen when she's bringing it up, because she is trying to, I think, get underneath Bam's skin at a very specific point. And now she's trying to make some kind of deal that she will give them the tickets that she has and also tell them where Rachel is. So there seems to be some deals or bartering going on with that as well. But I also feel like we should be a little bit nervous, given that she seems to be very confident that she can basically do this game on her own. So I don't know how the tides will turn. I just feel like they will. So let's get into the chapters. Yes, we have to advance 2 spaces. So we have a striker, which was Yura? There's only the 2. Is it? I don't know. I feel like there's some crazy tactics going on here that I just don't understand yet. I guess that's true too. They only have 1 person who could be moving around. 2 max, right? Because Bam's team has 2 of the strikers, or 2 people who can advance. And then Yura only has the 2 players, but one of them is locked in place, right? Pierre he's not able to move from where he is because he's defense. I like how some of them still call him Violet. I feel like that's just gonna linger there for a while. Bam, Violet. I always called him Bam throughout the whole thing because I was like, that's how I know him. Oh, okay. We're doing some reconnaissance. I'm assuming he's not the giant one. Is he the giant? Because here's the problem. If he is the giant and not one of the other ones, I collect gentle giants, okay? So if he's not a gentle giant, just a giant, then not interested. But if he's a gentle giant, I may need to adopt him into my collection. Got the jack of all the pockets though. What? Why? I feel like that'd be inconvenient. You gotta reach behind you to get to them. Or is it just like stylish? Fake pockets. Okay, so many things. I'm like, yeah, all the pockets. So there's probably items or something. We're gonna probably take them lightly, aren't we? Ron's just like, I don't know. It's probably fine. Ron just being like, I know y'all have changed your names or whatever, but I refuse. I'm gonna go by what you introduced yourself as to me. Agreed. There's a bit of a standstill because there's some very specific information being shared. Okay, we're being introduced to the other ones? I'm not gonna remember all these names. I'm like reading them like I'm gonna remember. I'm not. I love how Rock's just like, no comment, but he angry. Probably because he has to stand still. He's stuck in goal. I think also, are you being mean to his turtle? Because he will be very put out about that. She did. Yeah. I thought we knew she was here. I thought we were aware. We didn't know like where here, but we knew she was here, right? Do we not know that she was with Fook? I'm trying to remember how much everyone else knows. I'm like, we knew that she was with Fook. We seem a little emotional though. Maybe we need to take some deep breaths, collect ourselves. But I think that's the point. Again, I was like, I feel like Yura is saying very specific things at specific points because she is trying to find those pressure points and see what happens. Oh, known each other. I don't know if I trust anything through Emily though, especially since Rachel has had control of Emily for a little bit, which makes me even more nervous because people again ask Emily questions for information. And if Rachel has some kind of control over that, that just makes me feel like there's way more manipulation going on because she has a source of people's information, whether that's telling people information that she specifically wants them to know, and then also people giving her information through Emily in the way that they're asking questions. Oh yeah, it's literally saying it can be used to gain trust and then to deceive others. I'm like, yeah, I've always been a little bit sus. So Emily, and I'm like, what information are we getting? Where is it coming from? Why are we being given that information? Maybe I'm just suspicious of technology in general. Who was like you? Were you also liquefied into a tube? Because I don't think that's what's happening. I don't know. It feels like a lot of trust to go put into something that you literally just said can be used to deceive people. Quite a gamble. But will he do it though? Because we had the whole you need to sacrifice people on your team thing. Also, it's really just Bam that needs to be on this train. The rest of them are really just there to meet team requirements. I guess except Rock. We have to take him with us. Also true, if we give them tickets now, can they bring in more people? You have to gamble in the tower. We had that mentioned before about it's better to have more chips than to gamble or whatever that Ron said. I think it's very interesting that we have goal framed next to her. The goal is to find Rachel for him, right? That is a huge part of why he's doing what he's doing. There's also other stuff going on, but Mom's main goal is figuring out where Rachel is in general. So having that goal framed in the center of this is, I think, very telling. Yeah, I knew he was gonna accept. I knew he's gonna be like, sure, let's try something. It is ridiculous, but he didn't get this far by not gambling a little bit. I like the confidence though, where he's just like, it won't matter if I win. True. Will you win though? I don't know. I don't really know what we're up against. Also, what's in the suitcase? I still want to know. Yeah, I feel like there is a plan. We just don't know what it is. It's not gonna be that easy. Cool panel though. I like the balancing of the colors between them and like the smile here versus the look of the concentration. Ooh, cool with the like glasses too. Nope. I don't trust it. Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna go topsy-turvy. Yep. I don't know what she did, but I'm like, ain't no way it's that easy. What were the stars though? Because it was like, it started in the eyes and then they were here. So what do we do? Okay. Reverse. She blocked what Bomb did, where he was trying to do the same thing that he did to the defender earlier, and it didn't work. Good question. He's a fast learner though. I feel like if anyone's gonna figure it out on the fly, it'll be Bomb. I don't know why you're so happy about. You didn't do nothing. Say, oh, I've sided with the right person or whatever, but it's not like they really know each other. Dude, calm yourself. You just met her. You have no idea. She has no loyalty for you either. It's a lot of talk for somebody who doesn't actually have any of the abilities that we're talking up right now. Don't just tell. Are you gonna monologue? Don't tell them. Oh, I was gonna say, did she sick the crazy ball on him? Yup. I was like, you're expendable. She does not actually care about you. You don't actually know each other. Maybe cool it a little bit. Oh dear. What does it do? Ooh, okay. What does that mean? Where did he go? Why do I feel like he was eaten? Do I feel like that's what happened? Oh dear. Some incentive though to be like, hey, don't give away what my ability is, because that'll happen. Was someone eaten? Is that what happened? Because I don't know what to do with that if that's actually what just went down. They have to give up one of their players on their side now though because they lost a ticket. There is though. I feel like he knows it's a trap, but at the same time, his goal isn't so much the hell train as the destination that he can get to at the end of it. And a lot of that is him just being like, I need to find Rachel. And I don't know, he's blinded by it. I know that there's also the stuff with Orang and Foog related stuff as well, but his personal goal really is absorbed with Rachel and finding her. And I get that's not his only goal anymore, but I do feel like it is something that is a little more consuming to him than some of his other ones. So I'm not sure what he'll do. Will you? I wouldn't know if I want to touch it. I'd be like, after what just happened, do I want to hold the crazy ball? I know it's not in crazy mode, but still. Will you? What do the stars mean? We love confidence, but with backing. All right, let's see how this goes. I don't know, guys. Should we trust him? I feel like, yeah, but also at the same time, you don't really know what you're up against. It's one thing to say, I'm confident that I can do this, trust me. And it's another one to be like, not trying to analyze exactly what's happening. And again, pretty good at being on the fly, figuring out people's abilities and adapting, but at the same time, you don't actually know. So maybe, I don't know, I feel like I'd be like, I won't take the deal right now. Let me experiment, see what you've got, figure out your abilities a little bit more, and then maybe we can bet. But I guess that's probably why I would also not last very long in the tower. I'm not a good risk taker. I like having a whole plan. I like how they're like not fully, they don't fully know what's going on. They're just like, what's happening? What's going on? You kicked Rock out of the game. He's gonna be so mad. But that's what I was saying before. I'm like, isn't someone have to not be in the game anymore? And it's Rock, he's gonna be upset. I guess also he'd be like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what the deal was. Okay, they're telling me rules. I'm gonna pretend like I'll remember that. Is it important? Do I need to know that? Is there gonna be some moment when I need to know that information? I don't know. Couple new defenders. What a horrifying woman. I agree. I also feel like she's scary to just be like, I don't need this member anymore. Okay, given the way that Rock left though, maybe he just got teleported out of the game, I say, hoping it isn't as bad as I thought it was. Like maybe he's just not in the little arena anymore. Maybe. He didn't seem like a very nice person, but I don't think that means that he deserved to be like annihilated by a demonic ball. He's just yelling. Fair enough. I don't know why we're bringing weight into this. Nice pass. Good. This guy has some, yeah, he's got some ability going on. I think Bomb will be okay though. This looks like some Shinsu stuff and he's pretty good with that. Oh yeah, no, he's good with Shinsu. People are like, he can control 3? I'm like, yeah, no, he's pretty good at this whole Shinsu thing, despite the fact that Yura was like, your manipulation isn't quite as good as I thought it would be. He is pretty good. Just, I guess, not in comparison to some of the real heavy hitters in the tower. I don't know, do we have a plan or are we just running forward? That's my question. Because it doesn't feel like we have a plan. Oh, that was our plan. Okay. I was like, it doesn't feel like we have an actual plan to deal with her. And then he's, I'm gonna take a note from your book. I was gonna say, are we actually gonna see what happens? I don't know if I want to actually see what happens. Maybe she's able to fight it, but did she just let go of it? And that was how she did okay? Survived what happened? I like how I heard there was someone else who was a smart one. Are you talking about my sweet Kun? He is, honestly. Bomb's smart, actually. He's very strategic. And like I said, he's very good on the fly, figuring stuff out just in the moment. But Kun's the master plan. So if you're impressed by Bomb, just you wait. My boy will show up eventually. He's just running late, okay? I don't know what he's doing. I hope we get a flashback, but he'll be here eventually. Did we win the attack, or is it because it's a draw? Because she didn't get destroyed by the crazy mode that nothing happens. No tickets are transferred, no information. Are we really like look, I get from like a certain perspective, you'd be like, oh, this guy's following her around and won't leave her alone. I get how you might read that. Look, am I saying it's a good, healthy relationship? No. I feel like Mom should have given up on Rachel a very long time ago. But also, I need someone to confront her. I don't know if I want it to be Mom. I really want it to be Kun. But like, she needs to be taught some kind of lesson, okay? Maybe pushed off of a ledge into some water, just for the balance of it. But I can understand how, from one side, it may not look great. That's true, we aren't using some of the abilities that we had from before. See, figuring out her power. That's what I'm saying. We need to figure out what's going on. Exactly. Thank you for mentioning the carrier, which has stars on it apparently. But I'm wondering that the whole time. I'm like, why the suitcase? Why are we carrying it around? What's the purpose? Even when she was dashing forward, she's, I need to bring this suitcase with me. So what's in the carrier? Thank you for putting together the puzzles. Yes, figure out why the carrier. Also, she's moving quick for someone in like slides. Is that bang from you moving? I like how they're just sticking this ball on each other. They're deliberately holding it for just long enough and then whipping it in each other's direction. Guess what you got, right? Ooh, she didn't aim for him though. Oh, poor girl. Throw the ball, let go of it, get rid of it, don't hold it. Dear God, get it as far away from you as possible. Oh, I don't know what's happening. That's her idol too. It's her idol that just did that to her. Oh, I hope that they just get teleported somewhere else. Okay, we're saving her. Good. Because I'm like, I hope it's just maybe they're injured, but they get teleported to, I don't know, a healing area, hospital area at the train station or something. We barely know her name. She was just on the wrong train car at the wrong time. He helped her though, and I feel like that goes against the whole, you're gonna have to sacrifice some people. He's still in that, I can be with everyone, I can save everyone kind of mentality, which is good. I like that part about Baum, but I feel like at some point, he's not gonna be able to do it, and he's gonna have to make a decision between going after his goals and protecting people and making sure that they're safe and not hurt and stuff. Oh yeah, the defenders can't hold it, so we've broken the rules there a little bit. She doesn't seem very remorseful though. Oof, that look from Baum. Y'all should be scared. Baum's a very forgiving, understanding, empathetic kind of person. That's a Violet look right there, and I feel like you should be a little bit terrified. Also, this poor girl, not only getting hurt like that, but again, that's her idol. That's somebody that she looks up to and wanted to become and model herself after. I'm just thinking, people that I look up to, if they did that to me, I just met them. I was just so happy to have met this person that means so much to me, and then to have them do that, actively try to kill me. Oh, he used to be a doctor. Really? I like a little side note. You're like, he used to be a doctor. Good for him. Again, yeah, she looked up to you. I'm starting to understand why you and Rachel are friends. I'm starting to get that why you two vibe with each other. Making sense. Valid, especially since he's our bet's between us. So you shouldn't be attacking other people. But you're on a team though. It's not just between you. And the bet is if you succeed in an attack or she succeeds, right? It doesn't really specify that it has to be just between the two of you, especially since you used one of your team members with Han to actually do the attack earlier. Don't pretend like your team is completely off limits. I'm just saying. I feel like this is going into the whole heart of like how Baum doesn't think clearly or think fully through things when it comes to Rachel. His emotions get so much in the way of him actually analyzing the situation that he becomes more reckless. And if he wasn't, oh, I need to know where Rachel is, he would actually be thinking clearly about the situation and strategizing and understanding that his teammates telling him, hey, she's just trying to trap you so that she can be at an advantage and we'll be at a disadvantage. She's trying to tip the scale because she knows that her team is at a disadvantage in this. And if he had taken in that information and actually listened, maybe we would have actually come up with a strategy, right? Rock's so mad. He got portal out. And now he knows what's going on. And he's like, hey, we don't do things for Rachel anymore. Listen to me. That's not why we do stuff anymore. We're team, keep it together. It's like Blue Turtle is gonna show up and be like, what's going on? It's true. Why do we keep calling him names? Okay, that's why are we doing that? He was a doctor. He knew about the game. He's seeing through this trap. He's on it. Why are we being mean to him? I also love me a gentle giant, so maybe he's just cuddly, okay? Maybe we give him a break because he seems to be one of the few people who knows what's going on. Oof, that look between them. He's like, you told me to trust you twice, and I did, and look what happened. You said that the last 2 times. I understand the skepticism, I understand the anger, especially this is for a goal that they don't care about, right? No one else on this team cares about Rachel. I don't even care about Rachel. I understand why everyone's like, why are we doing this? Because it seems like a bad decision. Why do you care so much? Which is valid. Oh, Poor thing. Yeah, easier said than done, apparently, because we've tried twice. There is. We need to know what's in the carrier. Agreed. Again, he has a name. Hanu, right? He has a name. Just saying. Good question. You were just trying to get on the hell train. You were with someone that you thought would protect you and would be like a good way to guide you onto this train. And now you're in this whole weird whirlwind. Also fair. Also fair to be like revenge a little bit. I get that too. Also fair to be like, hey, if you keep blocking me, you're gonna be here when it goes crazy mode. Just saying. It's true. He's held it long enough that maybe you don't want to get too close. I think they're all out of their minds. I feel like you don't get this far in the tower without being a little bit crazy. The way that she kicked him into the fray, just towards Carnage. Are we distracting her so we can get to the carrier? Is that what we're using the crazy mode for? Ooh, good panel. Coloring in this. There's just like certain points where I'm like, oh, the art. Popping off. Also the flower in her hair. Do we know what that's about? Are we going for the carrier with the crazy mode though? Because it like explodes. Ooh, is that what happened to the other guy? The explosion? Did he like implode? Ugh, okay. Ugh. I just feel like there's a reason that we cut away from it. It wasn't shown in the panel. The series might be rated teen, but within reason. Ooh, the color work. Like blues and reds. Okay, so it looks like we did aim for the carrier. Everyone hopeful, watchful. What's in the carrier? Doesn't seem like we got into it though. I feel like the carrier might be the power because she didn't block him because he separated them. She looks a little bit disgusted. What just happened though? And huffed. You're not gonna tell me? Do I want to know? Probably not. I know she's up to no good. I know it's probably not what Bomb should be focusing on right now because I feel like it's a distraction too. I feel like it's not just Yura being like, let me play some mind games so I can win this particular encounter. I feel like it's also being like, let me distract you from actually getting towards your goal. I feel like there's a lot of manipulation going on. I feel like this chapter did a really good job of showing the emotional side of Bomb in that manipulated part, right? The fact that his emotions can be manipulated to the point where he does get sidetracked, because I know that Rachel is one of his goals. I know that to him, finding Rachel is still something that is super important and at the forefront of his mind, but it's not like his main goal. The reason they want to be on the Hell Train is not to find Rachel. It's to get to a certain floor faster so that he can get the training that he needs because he has the needle, right? It's so he can figure out his new abilities and progress in other stuff and figure out some stuff about who he is, right? It's not entirely about Rachel. The fact that she is on the train at all is something that we found out later and is not the main goal. And trying to help Oryang and get his abilities back and stuff like that is like the forefront of the majority of everyone's goals. And Bomb is deviating because Rachel has been mentioned, she's around, he can find the information to where she is right now, and that is something that's derailing him. And I think intentionally, I think part of that is the storytelling of how he can have his emotions triggered like that, like how this is like a pressure point, and how even though he has progressed a lot from season 1 of the series, he doesn't like fully have a grips on, like he doesn't have fully control over that pressure point of Rachel means to him and how to deal with it, even though like he has embodied like Violet for a lot of this season and has been very composed of his emotions, very detached. There is like this one point where he can really like veer off course, and I think that him kind of making these sacrifices and saying I'm willing to take the gamble of this because this information means so much to me, I think is very important to understand, especially since he's with a bunch of people who don't know him super well, with the exception of Rock. They don't know fully who Rachel is or her importance or why we would be making these decisions, right? Like the rest of his members being like, this is a dumb decision, like why are you making this bet, is going to be worse for us if you do that. They don't understand the context of it. So it is really him putting his own goals ahead of everyone else's, not just within his team, but also within his greater team of Sweet and Sour and stuff, right? Of what everyone is working on to get onto this hell train. And he's just veering off and making reckless decisions because Rachel's here and I need to know what that information is, right? There's so much happening with that particular dynamic. And even Rock being like, when Kun shows up and he sees what's going on, he's gonna be mad. He's gonna be like, what are you doing? Because this is not a smart decision for you to be making. And I think that just shows that he does need a team that can talk him out of stuff and keep him grounded and keep him on track, because when it comes to Rachel, he really doesn't think clearly and makes these kind of erratic decisions. And I really do feel like that is an intentional thing. They are intentionally bringing up Rachel at this point, not just Yura as a way of winning this particular game, but I feel like Rachel showing up for the Hell Train and being part of this in person is because she knows it'll throw Bomb off. She knows that it is a way of distracting him, of making him off kilter while other things are going on, right? He's going to be looking way over here where Rachel is and not over here where he should be looking, where other important stuff is going on, because they know that she's the right kind of focal point for him. So it just makes me wonder what is going on that they really don't want Bomb to be aware of or to clock in with or interfere with, right? Because he's going to be distracted with Rachel. Besides the stuff with Emily, I feel like that might be like the main thing, is whatever the big plan is with Emily, I feel is probably at the core of what's going on. So it does make me wonder. And it feels like that it is not just a trap for this game. It feels like it is a greater trap for the Hell Train in general. I know we need the information, he needs the information, but I also feel like we need to figure out a different goal because I dislike Rachel so much. I know you might not have picked up on that because I'm very guarded about it, but I feel like he does need more of a balance with it. I feel like he needs to figure it out. And maybe that's part of seeing Rachel again, is to, I don't know, provide some kind of closure, or to at least get past that point of meeting up again so that he can figure himself out a little bit more. I don't know, but I hope you enjoyed reading that along with me. You can click this playlist to go to my previous reactions, or you can subscribe to miss next time I post a Tower of God video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.